Good morning. This is the weekend update for Buy Sell Short for Saturday, August 18th. Starting off with the Dow chart, of course, sixth week of rallies on Wall Street. VIX to a 5-year low below the crisis low levels back in '07. Volume, of course, pretty low, but the bullish sentiment is very, very evident out there with all the major indices about to break multi-year highs. Here we have the Dow just below its 13,338 high, looking ready to go. S&P 500 ready to go. We're starting to get broad participation across the sectors, which is bullish for the market. We had 47 new S&P 500 stocks hit new highs across multiple sectors, and that is something a lot of technicians like to view as bullish. We've got a lot of people discounting this rally, a lot of people bashing it, but there's a lot of evidence that this still has some upside move in it. Check out a chart here. You'll probably start to hear a lot more talk about it. This is the 10-year Treasury chart, and over the last couple of weeks, it has gone vertical, essentially gone from 1.4% to 1.8%, and you might think, that's really meaningless. But we are starting to see money flow out of treasuries like we have not seen all year, and that can be construed as extremely bullish, not only for stocks, but also for the economy in general. When you've got money coming out of the safety of treasury, you've got bond traders thinking, or what they're usually thinking is the economy's going to turn around and stocks are going to do well, and they're starting to deploy their money into riskier assets such as stock, and we view that as bullish. If we look at the 15-minute chart, you can see we broke out of that rectangle formation that had been in place for a couple of weeks. We really have not seen the big extension, and we've actually fallen into an even tighter, I should have drawn this on the chart, an even tighter little rectangle formation here. I find it hard to believe that we've gotten this close to breaking the highs without at least trying to make an attempt to break through it, even if we only break through it briefly. Looking at the 15-minute chart going into Monday's session, we are about to get a positive MACD cross on the 15-minute chart. And typically, going into a Monday session, when I see a setup like this, usually implies an upside move, at least early on the following Monday. So that we have to look forward to. Again, daily chart here, RSI still got some upside room. I'd be very surprised if we do not see a break through this previous high early this upcoming week. Russell 2K, this is the ETF that tracks it. We got a breakout of the symmetrical triangle on Thursday, continuation on Friday. The level we are really going to pay attention to is that 84 level. If we get a break through this, we really should start to see the small cap stocks explode. Now, this market that we've seen over the last few days has been very, very bullish for our kind of stocks. Not a whole lot of movement in the indices, but we're starting to see charts or stocks with nice charts respond nicely. And that is why, this past week was very, very nice for a lot of our plays, and we've got some very, very nice setups going into this week. BONE. This is a stock we played last month and ended up giving us a 50% move over the course of 3 days, and the chart is shaping up nicely again. We got a nice bottom bounce on Friday. RSI is about to break 50. We're probably looking at a positive MACD cross, if not on late Monday, definitely on Tuesday. Stochastics in the basement, and if you've been with me any amount of time, these are the kind of indicators I like for big upside moves. 160, 180 are the targets here, especially if we get some sort of news flow. But bottom bouncer charts, breakout charts, all our key kinds of setups are starting to work very, very nicely. And Bone should have a nice little move this week. ABIO, another nice little biotech stock. Got a weird little open on Friday. They opened it at 42 cents, then traded back to 36 cents. So we kind of have to ignore the candle we have here. If we ignore this candle here and go with the 36 cent close and 36 high, chart looks great. RSI out of the basement, positive MACD cross Monday, stochastics breaking up through 20. Very, very nice setup for a move back to that 50-day moving average, really back to the trading range of 45 to 60 cents. And, Hopefully we'll see that coming early this week. ANTH, nice bounce back bio play on Thursday. Gave it back on Friday, but I still like the setup here with 79-cent stops and a bounce target of the 20-day exponential at $1. Deeply oversold on all the indices. Risk reward here is attractive, especially with this price range doing very, very well recently. Netflix. Now, you recall last weekend's newsletter, we jumped into the September 70 calls here on Monday. 94 cents, ended up dropping to 69 cents, and then they went kaboom. Friday up 100% before options expiration took over, and we saw Netflix dip back down. We could see a test of the 20-day exponential before we see that challenge on the 50-day moving average at 68 cents this week. Chart still looks good. RSI is about to break 50. Stochastics have gotten above the 80 level. I think this was merely a pause driven mostly by options expiration, and we still have yet to have one of those big multi-point up moves. Let's see if we get it on Monday. GALE. I like the chart setup here. Retrace on Friday, but that's okay given the, almost 20-cent move we saw on Thursday. Positive MACD cross. Stochastics through 50. Next breakout is 180, and that gives us a move to the 2+ zone, which is what we are looking for. The other biotech stock we jumped into on Thursday, Geron, Rule of 2 play. Actually, in after hours, this stock was trading at 220. It's on the pop scan as well this week. 222 break could give us a really quick move up to that 235, 240 plus area. This one looks good with the volume for a continuation move into Monday. IBIO. We've been sitting on this one for the last couple of days. This chart is going to come to a resolution probably Monday, Tuesday at the latest. This triangle formation is going to break to the upside. At least, we're long, so that's what we are looking for. 120 sets it free, and this is a stock that if we get a breakout, even on some sort of positive news, we could see some serious upside on this stock with stops at $1.08. So we've got minimal downside, very, very nice upside on this chart going into this week. Stochastics, RSI, triangle formation. This is the week that this stock should go boom. KERX, another biotech play. Very, very nice setup. Traded in a tight range as it has over the last really month. But I think this week we're going to get a big move on this stock. Call it what you will, gut feeling or whatever. Stops $1.90, target $2.19. 234, two previous targets with possibilities at 249, the 200-day moving average if we get some sort of news. RSI in an uptrend, positive MACD cross, very strong stochastics, break through $2, which has been, giving some fat moves on stocks recently. Looks very, very nice for this week. Last but not least, we've got NEWT. I didn't even notice this one. SQ in chat brought it to our attention late Friday. Multi-year breakout on Friday, $1.94. This is an SBA lender, credit card processor. They make money. They've got a share buyback in place. And this stock is on a tear. And really, there is zero resistance on this chart till we get to the 264 level. This is a chart that could go on a very big move into the rest of the month. If we just look at a one-year chart, you can see the big breakout and continuation on volume as well. So this one is going to start to get volume, or actually is starting to get volume since it broke through that 163 level a couple of weeks ago. I would look for another big volume explosion on this one, and I think this one could be a very, very nice mover for us this week. Very nice find on this stock, SQ. So that's it for the video. We've got a bullish bias going into this week. We've got some very, very nice setups. Definitely check out the Popper Scan plays, and if you can, definitely jump into the chat room. There is some nice setups right now. And the cool thing about the breakouts that we're seeing is, case in point, Bone on Friday. They're given multiple entries on multiple dips as they slowly move higher. I like markets like that. It lets us pick up scalp positions. It lets us hold core positions. I mean, how many months has it been since we've had core and scalp positions in stocks? It's just not been that kind of market. That kind of market appears to be coming back, and it's time to rock and roll. So that's it. Any questions, shoot me an email, feedback@buysellshort.com. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the chat room on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.